Harry Truman was president when the thing crashed.
Right.
And he got a full briefing on the thing.
Absolutely.
And then the team started dissecting what they could reverse engineer, and they started pushing it off into different industries.
Right. In fact, here's the proof. Harry Truman, in 1950, you could find the television soundbite on the internet. You can find it in my book, UFOs in the White House, because I actually quote Harry Truman. Harry Truman in public, you know, all the talk about disclosure. Oh, we don't have disclosure. Oh, we got to have disclosure. It's 1950. Harry Truman says on television, these are flying saucers and we know what they are. He says it. You can hear him say it.
So my question is, when they start packaging up these things for forensic evaluation or whatever, and they want to reverse engineer it, and these heads of industry receive these packages, are the places that are reverse engineering them, do they know the origin?
No.
They don't.
No. That was the whole point. The whole point is that Corso never said where it came from. He just said, this is something you can use. And it was only a select group, special access programs. They even exist today. They are units within almost all branches of government. When something anomalous happens, they tag certain people and say, okay, you're in the special access. You have special access privileges.
So those are the people that box up the Ark of the Covenant and put it away? If
we found the Ark of the Covenant, that would go in special access.
Okay. Okay, so now you feel like every president that's taken office since 47, including Bill Clinton, knows about this stuff?
No.
Really?
I think that special access means just that, special access. And presidents are read in when they have to be read in. So, for example, George Bush knew about it because he was head of the CIA. So he exactly knew what it was. And when Jimmy Carter asked him to tell him what the CIA knew, well, George Bush said, you have no need to know. He kept him out of the loop. When Bill Clinton asked Webster Hubbell to find out about what crashed at Roswell and who killed John F. Kennedy, Webster Hubbell came back and told Bill Clinton, there's another government within this government, and they won't tell you. Bill Clinton was finally read in.
So you think George Jr., Bush Jr. knew anything?
Well, when Jr. was asked specifically about it, what he did was he pointed at Dick Cheney and said, ask him, he knows.
Wow. So Dick Cheney's in the, what did you say, the special...
And so they asked Dick Cheney.
Okay.
And Dick Cheney said, if I had been briefed on UFOs, that briefing would have been classified. And because it's classified, I can't talk about it. That was his answer. In other words, he didn't say he was never briefed.
Right.
He said, were he to have been briefed, it would have been classified. He can't share classified information. So read his lips. It's classified information.
Jimmy Carter, though, he said there's reports that he saw things, right?
Jimmy Carter had a UFO sighting. Now remember, Jimmy Carter graduated from the United States Naval Academy at Annapolis.
Okay, I didn't know
Jimmy Carter was an officer on a United States nuclear-powered submarine.
Wow.
So there are all these navigational tools. But one thing you learn is celestial navigation. You're in the middle of an ocean, dead at night. What's the first thing you're going to look for? First thing.
The North Star.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you're going to look for. Because once you know where the North Star is, you know where you are on the face of a compass. Then you know where all the other celestial bodies are. Okay. So when Jimmy Carter walked out of that Lions Club meeting in Georgia and looks up and says, that's not the North Star, that's not the moon, that's not Venus, you know he knows what he's looking at.
Wow. Okay.
So when he looked up at that night sky and saw that bright light and said, that's not the moon, and that's not Venus, and that's not the North Star, that's a UFO, that's a flying saucer, and he made that report. And then on the campaign trail, he said, I will release the full story of UFOs to the American people as long as it doesn't compromise our national defense secrets. And then somebody walks into his office and says, Mr. President, if you do that, it'll destroy your presidency and destroy your family. And he never says another word.